Hey guys, my name is Eric and we're going to be talking about the Ghost chest rig system. Let's go ahead and roll the intro. Hey guys, thanks for checking out another HatchetCast episode. And today we're going to be talking about the Barrel and Hatchet Ghost chest rig, which is a silent chest rig that is also extremely modular. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. As you know, it helps out the channel. And also, if you're a Ghost user or have questions about the Ghost, comment them below so that way we can get those answered for you. Or if you have information that you would like to learn about, check out the comment section. It's great. So we're going to be talking about the Ghost chest rig qualities, all right? What makes the Ghost chest rig so special? And then we'll talk about some of the accessories that work with the Ghost rig as far as building it up or building it down. After that, we'll talk about some basics of Ghost Rig 101 usage, so that way you can learn the basics of how to utilize this system. And then also, what are some of the setups that we use here at Barrel and Hatchet when it comes to our Ghost chest rigs? So, let's talk about what are some of the qualities when it comes to the Ghost chest rig. So when we originally came up with a design for the Ghost, we approached Lunar Concepts and said, hey, here's an idea that we have. Can you make it better? Can you make it a reality? And he was like, yeah. For those who don't know, Mooney, who works at Lunar, is a very, very smart dude. So he ended up making a Ghost flap that uses a tuck tab system that was also a quick adjust flap. So we had, I had been doing stuff trying to hide in, training missions or whatever. If you're in the military, you understand what I'm talking about. Or if you're a prepared citizen, you go out and do full up scenarios. Whenever you're trying to hide, and you have Velcro or a buckle or something like that, it is so loud when you have to open that pouch. And that was the whole purpose of the Ghost, was to be able to eliminate that sound that you have when you're trying to access different things on your equipment. So that was a big point of the Ghost. The other big point was to make it modular. Now the modular idea is not a new concept. Obviously Spiritus has been doing it, and a lot of other companies have been doing things that are modular, that allows you to take that chest rig that's a micro placard and attach it to a plate carrier, or you can use accessories to build the plate carrier to be a heavy loadout or a light loadout. So we also wanted the Ghost to have accessories that worked with other companies, so that way we could push business to other companies. That was a huge deal for us. The other thing also, like I said, with the Ghost flap is the fact that it is a quick adjust flap is what makes it set apart from other chest rig systems. So now that we kind of know some of the qualities about the Ghost chest rig, let's go ahead and talk about some of the accessories that work with it. Now I'm going to do some shout outs to some of these companies that have product that works with the Ghost, whether they know that it worked with it or not. But you, as the end user, may already have some of the accessories, or it gives you more options to be able to think about how you want to build your Ghost chest rig out. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Spiritus Thing system. So the Spiritus Thing 2 and the Thing 1, which is their predecessor, works very well with the Ghost. In fact, I used a Spiritus Thing 1 for a long time with my Ghost chest rig specifically. Now, they have the Spiritus Thing 2, which allows you to utilize radio pouches on the inside of your wings, and on the outside there's a MOLLE row system that allows you to attach pouches and to build that chest rig up. So what's really cool about that is, the Ghost can be used just as the edge as a placard, so that way you have a total of 6 5.56 30-round mags that you can use with it, but allowing you to have additional pouches that you attach to the sides of it kind of turns it into more of a medium loadout. So that was something that I thought was really, really cool when they came out, that Spiritus Thing 2. So we immediately bought one. We're like, let's try and see if it works, and it works out great. The other thing that works really well with is like any type of plate carrier that accepts a placard. So the Ferroconcept Slickster, the Spirit System LV119, there's tons of other plate carriers out there that work with the Ghost chest rig because they can utilize placard systems. So you can take your Ghost and you can attach it to your plate carrier, and then you can pop it off and attach expander wings to it, or put a Spiritus Thing 2 on there, and now you've got your chest rig. So it just gives you a lot more options, and for the user it gives you more modularity without having to break the bank buying an entire chest rig system, buying an entire plate carrier system. Those are all standalone. So the accessory that obviously works really, really well with the Ghost is the Lunar Concept expander wings. Now the expander wings are a great addition. You can get them in different sizes, so you can have a small expander wing or a larger expander wing. I think the largest has 4 rows of MOLLE, and it integrates perfectly with the Ghost. It allows you to have that additional space to be able to add pouches, and something that works really, really well with those expander wings obviously is the Lunar Concept guppy pouches. Now they have those in small, medium, and large. And what I love about the guppy pouches is that they are just a big giant bucket for you to be able to drop your stuff into. So it kind of works well with the Ghost because those Ghost flaps are meant to be able to be quickly adjusted to fit smaller items that are smaller than a 5.56 30 round magazine. So if you were going to put a single 5.56 30 round mag in, it will be slightly loose, so you pull on that bungee cord, and we'll talk about that in the 101 portion of this video. But it allows you to quickly adjust the flap for a item that maybe isn't meant to go in there, but it fits. So if it fits, it sits. That's how the guppy pouches are designed. They're meant to be able to fit and accommodate a ton of different equipment. You as an end user have tons of different needs that you may need that rig for. It may be a completely different equipment list for you versus somebody else. So having the ability to just kind of drop stuff into a nice pouch and be able to fit a wide variety of things is what the guppy pouches allow you to do. And also even the Ghost itself allows you to kind of fit more items that are kind of outside the box just because it's able to fit inside that pouch. Accessory that we sell at Barrel Hatchet is actually the Ghost map pouch, and that can attach to the back of your chest rig. And what's cool about that is, for me, I use map pouches all the time when I was in the service, whether it's for documents or notebooks or VS17 panels or 9-line cards, whatever I had, I was able to shove that inside my map pouch. So I wanted that to be an attribute that we were able to put on the Ghost, as well as that Ghost map pouch works with any type of chest rig. So if you don't even have a Ghost, you have a Spiritus or you have something else, the Ghost map pouch is modular and it can be Velcroed off and slapped to whatever you have. You can also run it on a plate carrier behind your placard, so that way you're able to have your document pouch and map pouch on your plate carrier, on your chest rig, whatever. It's just a super handy thing. Something else that's really cool about the map pouch is it'll fit 3 30-round magazines. And I've even seen guys take that map pouch and slap it to the floorboard of their car, and they put med kits in there, or they put it inside of a backpack that is able to have Velcro, so it's an additional pouch. There's tons of different ways that you can use that thing, and we always see new outside the box ways that folks are using the Ghost map pouch. Now the back of the chest rig has Velcro, obviously, and the chest rig is able to accept things like a Spiritus or a Ferroconcepts dangler, or the nutsack that you can get from other companies, where it is a those dangler type pouches. Haley Strategic has 40 mic versions of it, so you're able to integrate that into your Ghost chest rig, and it makes you have the ability to have additional storage. Now another great accessory that works with the Ghost chest rig is the HX harness. If you haven't checked out the HX harness, it's made again by Lunar Concepts, and you can get it at Wiseman Company, but it's an X harness and an H harness kind of meshed together, so you get a lot of coverage on your back with straps, so that way it spreads out that load a lot more. The big thing about the HX harness that I love is the fact that it combines your waist strap and your chest strap, top chest strap, together. So it's a super comfortable system. I would highly recommend it. That's what I'm actually wearing right now on this Ghost chest rig, and it gives you a lot of support when it comes to wearing a heavy load. That's just something else that you can add to the chest rig. These are just some of the items that we found work with the Ghost. There's probably a ton more from other companies. So if you find something that is usable that we haven't mentioned in this video, comment it below, so that way we can also go check that out. So now that we talked about some of the things that work with the Ghost, let's talk about some basic 101 usage of the Ghost for those who are already a user. Now when it comes to your pouches, these are meant for 5.56 30-round mags. But if you want to put a single mag in there, like you take a mag out and you have one mag, or you wanted to put something else inside of your pouch that's not specifically a 5.56 30-round magazine, you can do it as long as it fits. So I can actually have, if I have one mag in, I can pull down on this bungee cord and it tightens my flap so that way there's constant tension. With this tuck tab system, it's important to be able to have constant tension on that tuck tab so that way it stays retained. If I'm going to loosen the flap, I'm simply going to reach on the bottom of my pouch, reach for that toggle and pull on the flap as I loosen up the bungee, and it will loosen the flap up to be able to fit the two 30-round magazines again. So you can adjust your flaps on the fly, tighten them or loosen them whenever you need it. All the buckles on the Ghost are actually removable. So for whatever reason, if you break a buckle, you can actually take the buckle off and replace it. The other thing is, if you're going to attach the expander wings, you need to remove the buckles on the placard of the Ghost itself and reattach them to the outside of your expander wings. When you attach your expander wings onto the Ghost, you're going to take the Velcro panel off the back of the rig. You're going to place the Velcro portion of the expander wing on the back of the Ghost chest rig and allow where the two buckle slots were on to fit inside the expander wing slots. There's a Tegris tab that you're going to stick in those two slots that allows it to get locked into place, and then you're going to reattach the buckles to the outside of the expander wings and put your Velcro back cover back on. If you have a Ghost mat pouch, you can put the Ghost mat pouch on top of the expander wing Velcro portion and then put your Velcro cover on the back of your mat pouch. This is how you're going to keep those expander wings from ever slipping out, and they are locked into place. Now, if you're going to be utilizing your Ghost, the fitment of your harness is super important. For me, I will actually have someone help me fit my harness to me. So if you have a friend or a family member or your spouse, put the Ghost chest rig on, have everything nice and loose, and then have them fit it to your body. If you're going to be wearing layers, then that's something that you need to consider. Maybe leaving it a little bit loose so that way if you put extra layers on and you put the chest rig on, it will still fit snug and not super tight where you can't get it on. As far as your waist strap, I like to be able to have it sized not super tight, but just snug. And then I will actually tape down the excess flap, because I've had in the past where I've actually chopped my waist strap, when I had it just with my uniform on, and then when I went to an environment where I was wearing a lot of layers, then I went to put my waist strap on and it was too tight and I couldn't loosen it up anymore because I had actually cut off too much excess. So leave that excess on there. If you want, chop just a little bit of it off, but it's got enough excess where it can fit most people. So if you're going to use the Ghost chest rig for a full up loadout, or you're going to have it as a placard, let's talk about some of the ways that we here at Barrel and Hatchet use our chest rigs and for what applications we use them for. So for my Ghost chest rig, I actually have it set up as more of a medium loadout. So I have a general purpose pouch on each side that allows me to carry night vision and accessories. I can also fit a canteen in here or something like that. If I put a Nalgene, it's a little bit too short for that, but I can fit other types of stuff inside of there as well. I will utilize my medium rig in conjunction with an assault pack. My first line of gear is obviously everything that's going to be on my rig itself. So some ways that we've actually seen the Ghost utilized has been as a bug out rig. We've seen some folks that utilize it with like 300 blackout, and they'll stick it inside of their go bag and it'll just be an ammo carrier, and they have all of their accessories inside of their crap hits the fan bag. Another cool way we've actually seen it is with a heavier loadout, where guys have like a dangler and some giant guppy pouches on the sides of it, and they use it for more of a heavy loadout for like long recce missions or things of that nature. I've also seen guys use it as a plate carrier loadout, where they take the Ghost rig and they will put it onto their plate carrier as a placard, Or guys will use mostly it as a medium rig loadout, where I have, you know, most of my stuff is in my bag, and I have the bare essentials in my ghost chest rig. In a large guppy pouch, you can actually fit a canteen. You can put night vision inside of those guppy pouches. In your map pouch, you can add, you know, I've seen people put snacks, I've seen people put maps and other types of documents inside that map pouch. And then they've also stored a med kit inside their sack, or they put, you know, snacks and other food items inside of there. So you can build the Ghost up as much as you want. You can build it up to super heavy loadout. You can scale it down to just a bare bones crap hits the fan loadout. Either way, the biggest thing is you're going to have a quiet rig system that you can utilize wherever you're at. One big thing that we also had for the Ghost system was the aesthetics of it. And that was something that we really liked, that kind of V-shaped pouch system. But like I said, the biggest quality of the Ghost is the fact that it is quiet and the flaps are quick adjustable. The big thing when it comes to all of your equipment, no matter what you buy, is you need to make sure that you're investing in your training. And we talk about this all the time. The Ghost actually will serve you best if you're training with it. So if you're, you know, not comfortable getting used to the flap system, throw that Ghost on, put your flap on, just practice unloading and loading that pouch. Or if you're trying to work on loads and get that patch out of the way, understand it may be slightly slower than a chest rig that has a speed retention pouch, but it's going to have more security in retaining that mag onto your body. So these are things that you're going to have to work through and train on and see what works best for you on your Ghost, because you're out there utilizing it in your training sessions. Something else I recommend is take your Ghost out on walks, like go out through the woods, do a camping trip, go do a training event out in the forest, and really see where are the pros and cons and get used to wearing that rig system. I like to wear equipment so much that it just becomes so familiar to me that whenever I am putting it on, I know where everything is at all the time and nothing is ever new to me. So whenever you're doing, always go out and train. Make sure that you're utilizing your Ghost in every facet and every way. If you'd like to support the channel, you can come and train with us. We have fighting pistol, fighting carbine courses. We have 2-day scope carbine coming up. We have night vision courses. And also the Guardian Casualty Response courses are also going to be coming back on, which are the medical courses that we offer. So guys, another great way to support the channel is go check out our Instagram page. We have any behind the scenes type stuff on there. Also, we have another YouTube channel called the Hatchet Cast Podcast, where we talk about current events, headlines, some conspiracy stuff, and we also hit on Bible topics. We are a Christian company, and so we do talk about the Lord and also topics involving Christianity on that podcast. The last thing I want to leave you guys with is a message of hope and peace. Right now, we live in very uncertain times, and we talk about on this channel, you know, chest rigs and equipment and guns and everything that we can do to be prepared. But what matters the most is your heart and your soul and your spirit. We live in a time where truth is a very hard thing to find. Even your eyes deceive you. Like everything's a lie, everything's fake. But God's word in the Bible is truth, and He has been knocking on the door of your heart, asking to come and have a relationship with Him. The only thing you have to do is accept His love, and He will take all the burden of life off of your chest. He will take all of those pains that you're dealing with off of you, and He will wear that burden. If you are feeling anxious, or you're feeling overwhelmed by what's going on, or you're going through a hard time right now, let us know. We'd love to pray for you. If you're interested in knowing what the truth of God's salvation is, let us know. We would love to send you a gift. And also, make sure that you guys, if you are Christians, being bold Christians out there and witnessing to others who are around you, because right now the one thing that the world needs is more hope, love, and the salvation of the gospel message. So anyways, guys, we love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting Barrel and Hatchet. And so we want to leave you with a message of love, hope, and peace. We'll be praying for you guys. Always trying to be the asset and not the liability. And we'll see you on the next one. God bless.